Hi, I'm Dominic Dirtbag, and this is Metal Breakdown, the review show that breaks down bad metal albums. Ooh. And I'm starting this off with one of my favourite bands, Fear Factory. Ah yes, Fear Factory, a pioneering band if there ever was one. But don't take my word for it. Here's straight from the horse's mouth himself, Dino Cazares.
You know, we had elements that were new to the genre of music that we were doing. You know, obviously it was more in the death metal vein, you know, industrial death metal vein. And Burton was doing melodic vocals back in 1992. And a lot of the kids who were into the brutal metal didn't like it. But it sold a lot of copies. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where, like, you know, that people liked the heavy parts, but then the melodic parts came and like, then it kind of grew on people.
Couldn't say it better myself. But that's what they did. Let's see how they started out first. In 1989, Dino Cazares met vocalist Burton C. Bell while he was singing a U2 song in the shower. And that's one way to make friends. They soon joined forces with a blast beat beast known as Raymond Herrera and bouncy bass player from Belgium, Christian R. Walbers. Walbers? What, does Belgium have their own version of the Wombles, as well as Waffles? They were pretty much on top during the mid-90s as their third album, Obsolete, earned them a gold record. This lineup released 4 albums between 1992 and 2001. The band then split up in 2002, but got back together minus Dino due to differences. Don't you just hear when that happens? Oh, I'm pretty sure they had their reasons, but he was one of the main songwriters after all. Then this happened. Archetype.
The affection has been removed. The soul of this machine has improved. The affection has been removed. The soul of this machine has improved.
Released in 2004, it saw a comeback for the band. Christian took over guitar duties and Byron Stroud of Stocking and Lad filled in for bass. This lineup is known as Fear Factory Inc. and released 2 albums. And we'll be looking at their second release, Transgression. Transgression. Man, was this a disappointment. Released in 2005, hot off the heels of Archetype, you can tell it was rushed. Even the band themselves said so. Don't believe me? Look at this link. And to be on the safe side, check this one out as well. In their career, Fear Factory have been a very hands-on band in the studio. Hell, I heard rumours they pretty much produced Demanufacture themselves, even though Collard Richardson is credited. Another element I need to mention is that the band is good friends with Rhys Forbes of Frontline Assembly, who is effectively the 5th member in some ways. Forbes has been with the band since 1992 and seems to have fallen off the radar for this release. So who have they got for this one? Wow, really? Toby Wright? For those of you who don't know, Toby Wright helped produce Jar of Flies and the self-titled album of Alice in Chains. So, Transgression can't be all that bad, can it? Let's take a look. Or have a listen, that is. It's a strong opener, I'll give it that. But the guitar and drum patterns could be much better. And also, this is a song about a nuclear blast wiping out a populated area. I mean, just listen to this chorus, it's so uplifting. Maybe just being ironic. Let's move on. the title track of the album, and it's pretty weak. The vocals sound like it's forced in a way, and the production sounds really thin, doesn't sound structured well at all. And also, just keep listening. I swear, Burton C. Bell is like doing a really bad Sylvester Stallone impression.
Nation! 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 I am the Lord!
It's rather hokey. It's like a rejected Def Clock song. It's about being crushed alive. And it just feels really weak. Can't really say anything else, really. Let's move on.
I can see the bullets rip inside the crossfire. Mass suicide run through the razor wire.
I like this song, but I've also heard a demo version of this, and I prefer the demo. And the funny thing is, the album's production isn't any better than the demo. What can you do? Well, I've already banged on the production as it is. And the thing is with this album, the word I'm looking for is neutered. Why? Well, have a listen to some of the back catalogue. I mean, you got songs like this. And you also got songs like this.
Every day I feel anonymous hate. Forever in the shadow of disgrace. I am brave. I am hate. I am brave. I am brave. Human pain, bruised and talking slow.
And you also got really melodic songs like this. let's move on, shall we? Let's have a listen to the next song. Whoa, wait, what's going on? I'm sorry, am I a U2 concert or something? I mean, I showed you those clips before, and they write a song that's practically U2 worship? I mean, there's nothing wrong with U2 in my opinion, but I don't know. Let's keep moving on. I've actually got notes for this, so please bear with me. New Promise. Intro is very slow and somber, with vocals that sound very flat. When it finally kicks in, the vocals do get better, but feel clunky in places, and the lyrics are very cheesy. This is also the first Fear Factory song to have a guitar solo. Personally, it feels like Christian has come out of his shell, but his riffs feel too much like Dino, and just aren't as powerful or memorable. That's all I can really say about it. It's just not that great a song. Wait, hold on. They covered a U2 song when they already wrote a song that sounded like U2 already? Oy.
All my life, I've been waiting for this moment to come. Taste the salt of my tears, take the wealth of my years, singing in the millennium with you. Resolutions for show, always causing to know, singing in the millennium with you.
Wait. Another cover? Most albums only really come with like one cover, but two? Man, these guys were rushed. But it's a good cover. Can't complain. Feels like the most well-structured out of the bunch. I mean, I know they were rushed and what have you, but from start to finish of this album, it's like the first track and the last track, they're pretty much the best out of all of them. Oy. Man, this album was a downer. Compare it to the band's previous work and you'll see what I mean. It's bad in the sense that it was rushed by the label, and I think Toby Wright wasn't the best choice to produce. He's worked with other metal bands before, but not as heavy as Fear Factory. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Burton had a falling out with Raymond and Christian, but got back together with Dino, and in 2010 they released Mechanize, a killer of an album. And at the time of this recording, they have yet another album called The Industrialist, which continues the sound Fear Factory has made for themselves. Fear Factory, to me, is a band that should just play to their strengths. There's nothing wrong with experimenting at all. But due to circumstances, this album just falls flat. Oh well, could be worse. Could be Digimortal. I'm Dirtbag, and you've just been watching Metal Breakdown. Keep it metal.